another edition of the Ripple Effect podcast. I'm Jessica Osbrook along with Kim Graves.
Hi.
Hi.
How in the heck are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We're from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, by the way.
Look at our amazing guest.
Look at we got two for the price of one. Who's that little sweetheart?
So we'll start with, we're going to start with
somebody's coming alive on
We'll
camera.
start with True. So this is True Penny. True is 20 months, almost 2 years old.
Hi, True.
He is becoming the new face of the brand, right? He
Yay.
is one of the younger faces of the brand.
But
I am Antonio Penny, ladies. I like the spark and the energy this morning.
Thank you.
It's great because it's cold outside, so I thought it was going to be a little dull in here. But
No, we've been
love it.
running laps in this building.
What?
Inside.
So yes,
you
I'm
know.
Antonio Penny, ladies, of the Penny Way, CEO of the Penny Way. So
Yay, I can't wait to hear.
We gotta get a little history about the Pennyway and about Antonio. And Kokomo Wildcat fans, you gotta take it easy on him because I think that there's some Wildcat fans that might have been whooped by the Berries here and there.
Oh.
And Antonio from Logansport played for the Berries, and he and his family have this wonderful organization called the Pennyway. Antonio, take it away.
I'll take it over. So listen, we're not going to be too hard on Kokomo because I got a couple younger siblings coming up who do not play for Kokomo. So we don't want to put any targets on our back just yet. But yes, she's right though. Speaking of, Jasmine Penny, one of our pillars of the family, she did a lot of damage here, basketball-wise.
Oh my
Some of these
gosh.
Kokomo fans out
That's
there.
all right.
But we are a family-oriented group, the Penny Way. We are exactly what it says. Headed by our mother, who is no longer Penny, so we'll shout her out. She is Mrs. Lipley now.
Hi, Mrs. Lively.
But she is a penny at heart.
I like
she
it.
Can't get rid of these coins, okay? She can't get rid of these coins. So headed by our mother, and then we have the boys. We have me, myself, William Penny. Here, you can go run over there.
You
can go run over there and
come
have some
back whenever
fun.
you're done.
He wants to hang out. So then we have Jasmine, we have Nakia. And our uncle actually is another extension of our family as well. So we do things the Penny Way. So that's just a little bit of background of who we are. I won't dive into too much of everyone's history and experience, but basketball is where it started. And just how it started.
With all the Penny siblings.
With all the pennies.
Yep.
Yes.
I like
Oh
it.
my gosh.
So from there, any other questions you have that we should dive into about the Penny Way?
So you started why? What's the organization started for?
Mentorship. Where we started was, let's use basketball as a tool. How can we use basketball as a tool, right? Basketball is, and like I spoke on my last podcast about basketball never stops, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it does deflate, right?
Right.
So when the ball runs out of air, something else has to happen.
Yep.
That's where the mentorship aspect comes in at, right? The Penny, so we're extension, we're family, very much a family-oriented place. So anybody who comes to us, you're family now.
I love that.
You two are family this morning. You know what I mean? You just became
What do
family.
you need me
Yeah.
to bring for Thanksgiving?
Jessica and Kim Penny.
Sweet potatoes.
Let's leave potatoes.
Sweet
Okay.
potatoes? Okay. But seriously though, that's just a little bit about who we are, who we're made of. But what we do is we make sure to give everyone a chance. A fair place where
Right.
there's no discrimination. Everybody is equal. Everybody's the same. I meet all kids where they're at. So you come to the Penny Way, you want to be a part of my mentorship program, you want to come to our basketball programs. No one's taller, no one's seen as better, no one's seen as faster, stronger. And then you take those and take them into life skills, right?
I mean, that's a real thing at basketball camps.
It's a big deal.
They
Yeah.
will cater to the best players for
It's a
sure.
big deal.
Right.
It's a big deal. So when you think about that in terms of life, we meet everybody where they're at. There's no one who's better than anyone in life.
So with your program, you're taking them into life skills. Not only are you teaching them about basketball,
Yes.
you're teaching them with life skills. Is that where it starts?
Yes, ma'am. That's where it starts. So if you can't learn accountability, responsibility, discipline, which are some of our pillars that we preach, you can't learn how to shoot a basketball.
Right.
Because anybody can go throw a basketball in a hoop.
Right.
But not everybody has to build their character. So we start with let's build your character first. Teach you how to play basketball later. That's easy. Trust me. Like she said, we all know how to play basketball. We grew up basketball. So it's easy for us to show somebody how to toss the ball in the hoop. But what's deeper? You know what I mean? What can we get these kids to retain?
Right.
Like, for example,
Yeah.
like
Well,
my
we got
son.
true retaining.
He's great. He
Remember when you
retains.
said he was shy?
He's shy,
I
right?
love it. He's so
He's
cute.
but he's full of energy, a ball of energy. He's kind of just what I pride myself on, and why the future event coming up is Hey, look.
Yeah, that's
I got
all right.
Why our future
Crazy
event
stuff
that we'll
happens
get
on live
into
TV.
and we'll talk about here today, one of my annual events that I'm doing is because of him. You know, this is the reason, and then some of my other kids in my mentorship program.
You know, we have a lot of events, and we've seen a lot of events where it's mother, son, dad, daughter. I mean, pretty much standard for these types of events.
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
this, your event, the second annual Ball Out event,
Yes.
is different. Tell us why.
It's very different. And what we do, we strive to be different. When you think about basketball first, right? There's gyms everywhere.
Right.
Locally, globally, nationally, whatever the case is, right? Gym facilities larger than, you know what I mean, that should be sometimes. But they put millions of dollars into these gym facilities.
Right.
So everyone can teach that. What can you do to be unique? What makes us us? Hence the ball. Something has to change. So mother-daughter, daddy-daughter, mother-son, father-son, where's that come into play at? It's very, very pivotal to my mentorship program. Seeing so many kids who lack fathership, lack some of the leadership that they're needing, and then they reach out to me as an extension. Funny story, I spoke at a mental wellness event, and it was the most exciting moment of my life. A kid came up to me named Bryson, and he's one of my favorite kids now, and he was like, "Hey, can you be my dad?" I mean, I laughed first.
But your heart was like,
It's warmed. I mean, I laughed
Oh my
first because it was
gosh.
like, there's a little tickling. Like,
Yeah. Well, a compliment, right?
it's a compliment. It's great. And I was like, well, I got my little one. Come sit down with us, and let's wait. Be patient, okay?
We'll
Things
get
we
there.
learn, okay?
Yeah.
Great job. So, but then it was just a warming moment, and it just was like, gosh, this is what I'm doing this for. Like, you know what? Yes, I can be an extension of your dad, but I can be your friend. I can be a mentor. I can be whatever you need me to be. I'm there.
That's great.
And so that's why we strive to be different. Like, what could we do different, father, son?
what made you decide? You know, you knew we were
Yeah.
going to come, but what made you decide to go? It's more than just basketball. I mean, something's affected you to make
There you
you go, hey, I have to share this.
Yes.
I have this gift, and I want to spread this, because somebody just doesn't walk up to you and say,
Right.
you know what? I want you to be my dad.
Yeah. And that's
There,
hard.
you've got that gift.
It's not even easy for someone to say that.
I can't imagine.
I mean,
Right.
you know what I mean? Whether you're 8 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. I mean, I'm 30, and it's hard for me to just be like, hey, I need some help. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a
Right.
hard thing to say in a world where there's so many mental things going on. It's a hard thing to say. So I guess what it was to me was, there was a very, very standout kid to me. Draylon Porter is something that I spoke on my last podcast, of a kid who was fatherless, and I kind of took him in. He was my assistant per se, and so it hit me because it was bigger than basketball. He loved basketball, it lit him up, but it was just bigger than that. And I started to think about me and my father's relationship, and where does it need repaired along the line.
Right.
So that was my kind of big deal. He made me look in the mirror and be like, man, you know what? These little things I'm going through with my father aren't even, they're not worth it. You're going through bigger things than I'm going through. I play basketball every day. It's fun. I get to run up and down the court. But you really brought something out of me, kid. You know, as a 16-year-old kid, I didn't think that he could bring anything out of me, but I learned something from him. And it brought something out of me that made me go say, hey, Dad, listen, it's time to make amends. You got grandchildren I need you to be there for.
Yeah.
You got your other sons that I need you to be there for. Your daughters love you to the fullest, whether we see you and talk to you every day or not. And so that kind of exposed me to a newfound relationship with my father. And so then I realized, this is actually my gift.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this out of some of these young fellas as well. This is now my newfound passion. And I've loved it every step of the way. It's brought in so many people to me, no matter the race.
Right.
I got kids that I mentor. I go to schools and mentor kids that are 7, 8 years old, 10 years old, you know what I mean? And it's just amazing. It's amazing. It's all right.
Well, it's amazing that you're just so blessed to be able to say, my arms are open.
Yeah.
Here I am.
I'm here.
For you.
Because there's not many people that would do that.
And whatever it is, whatever they need, I'll do it.
But they know that they can call you.
We can trust you.
They
You're
know.
a safe place for
right.
them.
It's a safe haven.
Yeah.
And
She
that's
said
what
it.
that's what
Yeah.
she said. She hit it on the head. And that's what
Yeah.
we thrive to do is create a safe haven. In our gym atmosphere, and I'll have you ladies come through to the next event that is basketball. You won't even think it's about basketball. I'm like, man, what? It'll look like a family reunion in there because we just create this positive atmosphere where every kid is family. Kids are running up to me, high-fiving, jumping on my back. It doesn't matter.
That's what sports are about.
So sport.
Family,
You know what I mean? It's
especially
family
basketball.
oriented.
Fun first.
It's just fun first.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's our slogan. So
Yeah.
when I get you guys your shirts, I know she's.
I have one.
Gosh, don't say that
Sorry,
on the air.
I don't already have one. I do not have one. I don't have
But
a water
our
bottle
shirts,
either.
a lot of our shirts, and some of our slogans. My sister came up with this. It's where having fun and getting better go hand in hand, and having fun
That's
is
perfect.
first. Having fun will always come first. You get
So
better.
your entire family is like on board with
yes.
everything that you're doing.
they
You're truly blessed. That's amazing.
and they. I mean, I follow them. They follow me. If they lead, I follow. If I lead, they follow. You
Yeah.
know, and that's just kind of how we go.
So what's your age range with your siblings that you're so close to? That's
so we're
amazing.
3 years apart. So 3 years apart. We battled with basketball a lot, right?
I bet you
Yeah.
did.
So we kind of see ourselves as the same age, which kind of throws
Yeah.
some curveballs in there sometimes, right? Because I feel like the older brother,
Yep.
except for Jasmine's the older sister. But you know, sometimes I have to call on sis, sometimes she has to call on bro. And then Will is our baby of my mother's kids. Will is our baby. And then my dad does have 3 younger who go to Lafayette Jeff, which is why I told you, hey,
Yeah, be
relax,
careful.
easy,
Be careful on the penny name,
easy,
right?
because I do need Lafayette Jeff to beat Coach.
Sorry.
No. He'll graduate next year. Devion
Then he'll be
Penny.
gone, and we won't have to worry about
Yeah.
the pennies whooping
So
up
there's
on
3
our
more.
kids.
So Devion, Deshaun, and Darian, and they're stellar.
Why don't you
Honestly,
come to
you-
Kokomo?
Who is the better basketball player in your family? Come on.
Here it
You
is.
can say it. Put
Here
it
it
out
is.
Is it
there.
Jasmine? Is she your star?
If we go back in time, she hasn't picked up a ball, but I'll give it to her. She probably is our best.
She was the
natural
Ball
athlete.
State.
Nakia went to Ball State.
Okay.
Jasmine went to DePaul. She's the most humble basketball player you ever meet, but if we play tomorrow, she's gonna take it serious.
Oh,
Like she
Heart of the
doesn't,
champ, man.
she doesn't play just to play, right? But I'm gonna give myself as probably the top performer. But no, Jasmine's pretty good, but she just kind of set a foundation for everyone, and
Good
we,
old
and we
Jasmine.
kind of all look up to her. So down to Darian, who is our youngest, we just look all the way up to the top, and it's like, well, if she got this far,
we can do it too.
we can do it.
We
too.
can do
Yep.
You know
I
what I
love
mean?
that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the kind of confidence and safety big families have
For
too.
sure.
Is you have to see that. You have to look forward to. I love that very much.
Hey, what do you need for your event? Is there something you need, or somebody can visit your website?
Yes. So visit thepennyway.com for first and foremost for more information. Right?
Okay.
Whether there's tickets to be purchased or to get you into the door or just donations, sponsors. You'll see a sponsor page that we
Okay.
have on our website.
Okay.
And anybody can become a sponsor. I mean, it doesn't have to be monetary. It can be anything. You know, things are always needed for the youth, which is why I do what I do, just for everyone to give back to the community. Hence, we're bringing it back to the Carver Community Center. So big shouts out to JC Burnett. One of
best.
The
He's
best.
awesome.
Wait,
Great
who's
guy.
better at basketball? You or JC?
Man, JC is really truly a football guy, so make sure he knows that. He is a football guy. I'm definitely the better basketball player. He'll tell you too, football kind of his passion. But he is probably, I mean, definitely one of the best shooters out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So
JC's a good
definitely
guy.
know
He's a
that.
good
So
guy.
definitely look into
Yeah.
JC School of Shooting or any little training you do with JC. But if you're thinking about training, you come to I Train the Pennyway and you come get the basketball skills. But no, JC's great. So he opened his doors. Me and him are going to do some partnership things at the Carver Community Center. But I just thought, why not bring it back to where it all started for me?
Right.
For fatherhood, I called this. I had a little quote from my fiance the other day. I told her it's going to be called "Bringing It Back to the Hood," right? Fatherhood at the same time, because growing up, we seen Carver Center as our safe zone, our safe haven,
Right.
especially for us as African American kids.
Where you learn to shoot a basketball,
That's where I
probably.
learned to shoot a basketball.
Yep, a safe place.
It goes way back, and that's my safe place where I learned to shoot a basketball. So I thought, well, let's do it at another safe place. Let's take it back to the hood. Let's take it back to where it all started for me.
Right.
And give it back and just show that if we continue to give back, we'll continue to develop the community
Right,
center.
right.
Which Carver's first, but community is the most important thing on there. So
Oh my gosh.
that's our goal. But we definitely are taking all donations, any donations,
Okay.
whether it's monetary, charitable, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
And so everything on your website will direct them to be able to donate,
Yes.
sponsorships,
and
and any other of your programs is
Yes.
all out here.
Yes, ma'am. So
okay.
pennyway.com and list all of our programs and list all of our updating locations and events. Everything's on there. Anything you need to know. But if not, like I said, I'm an extension of everything. So you can call on me for whatever, anything you need. Work phone, cell phone. You see me, stop me. I'm never going to turn anybody away. We're going to talk about whatever we have to offer. And then from there, we go from there.
That's awesome.
You become a penny.
Learn more about the Pennyway at thepennyway.com. Antonio, is there anything else we want folks to know?
Let's make sure that they know December 21st, 2024, the second annual Father-Son Ball Out will be taking place at the Carver Center, Carver Community Center. And let's put emphasis on the community because we want to bring out the entire community to make sure we shed light on the great fathers that are around our community,
Right.
and give back to the community. And that's what we want to do. But for more information, always visit thepennyway.com. You will find information about our basketball camps, my mentorship program, how thorough it is, our reviews. Reviews tell everything about who we really are.
Right.
You'll see reviews on there from people saying, I'm just glad that you helped my kid bounce the ball, or I'm just glad that you helped my kid to smile. And those things keep us going.
You're also a really nice man, and I think that's so helpful when it comes to athletics. That like you're not gonna be real hard on anybody. You're a good guy.
And I'm tough, you know. Of course, I train the Pennyway. So if anybody ever wants to train, you can contact me. You can find our Facebook pages, the Pennyway basketball camps. I train the Pennyway Facebook. They will see me in my element. I love the game. It's very passionate. I actually had a mom call me yesterday about her kid, Talon Harris. And she about cried on the phone. She just told me she wanted to thank me for doing what I do. And this is training him to play basketball. But that's not what she thanked me about. She just called to thank me for being his friend. Sent me his cell phone number and told me, hey, we can do friend to friends. I can come to the school, do all it, the whole 9 yards. Just thanked me about being his friend. And that's bigger than anything.
I think you might have told me this story, and I remember thinking that is amazing.
Yes.
Because he was having trouble in school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Indeed.
you went.
We got things with kids that are, you know what I mean, in our world today, just nothing's unheard of.
It's just so different.
It's
right
different.
now.
You know what I mean? So I strive to tackle anything. I mean, I've had kids who just need somebody to talk to during a basketball training session that's supposed to be an hour of basketball. Guess what?
Right.
I rolled the basketball to the side and we talked for an hour. Let's get
I mean,
something
there's a
off
lot
your
of
chest.
mental issues going on. There's a lot. They just want somebody to listen.
Yes.
And you're there to listen.
That's it.
And you know, they want somebody to look up to.
Yes.
And you're that person to look up to.
I'm trying to be.
And I
Thank
thank
you.
God that you're there
Yes,
for
ma'am.
them.
It's
Yes, ma'am.
amazing.
You
It's
know?
amazing.
You're great work. We
And
love
just
it.
a big shout out to my entire family. My mother. I won't do anything without my mother.
Good
Being
boy.
a father-son event, I'm a mama's boy, and it's just gonna be who I am. And I think that's taught me to nurture the youth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? My mom nurtured
It's gonna
me.
make
So
it makes you a good dad.
yeah. Oh,
Look
I
at
love
you.
nothing
Look at
but
that.
being a dad. I love nothing but being a dad. So big shout out to everyone who helps me along the way. I can't do anything without my team. I do only what I can do. They do the rest. I can't do anything about flyers. I can't update websites. I can't, all the technical
Yep,
details.
yep.
Big shout out to my team, my fiance. She's amazing. She works on all our flyers, takes care of the kids while I'm running around these gyms. So that's what allows me to do what I do. I have great people around me, and I got great mothers.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to.
Yep, and good dads are incredibly important
Yes.
too. They absolutely
Keep
are.
doing
So,
your amazing work.
the
Keep doing
Pennyway
it.
second annual Father and Son Ball Out coming up 12/21, December 21st at the Carver Community Center. You can find more info at thepennyway.com. Antonio and True, is there anything else you'd like
True.
to add?
This
Good
is
job,
it. True. Anything we should add?
True.
Anything you want to add, Bubbas? That we are working on your ABCs,
Go
right?
Penny!
A, B.
C, D.
No? There we go.
Oh, we love it.
All right, well, that's it. I wouldn't add anything else, but except for remember, we are taking donations. Anything is helpful. We want to put on one of the most amazing events for the city that we can, and just make sure we enhance the Carver Community Center. We want to start bringing in more traffic to the Carver Community Center in hopes that this event does that and helps to reshape what the Carver is, has been, and will be in the future.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
we
Definitely need to do it.
Mentorship is the biggest
Yeah.
thing right now. We need it. I've grown to find that adults need it. It's bigger than basketball. Adults need it. I need it. I go to do my therapy all the time.
Me too.
No one is, you know what I mean? No
Yeah,
one
I
is,
go to
no one's
therapy all
better
the
than
time.
anybody, man.
Yeah.
It's big, you know what I mean? Every day you're challenged with some type of mental state of mind that's going
Right.
to change. Something changes every day, and it's like, my kid's sick or something, you know what I mean? And it causes stress where it maybe not, you don't need a stress, but it causes it, you know what I mean? So we need it.
Yeah.
Mentorship is enormous right now.
It is
And-
huge.
And I'm looking to
Yeah.
grow and build this thing until it can't stop. Until I can't stop. And that's it.
You can support the Pennyway at thepennyway.com.
I think I'm gonna go get a basketball and do a one-on-one with you in the parking lot. You
mean-
in? Because like
I
he's
mean,
inspired me to go shoot.
can
some
sign up
hoops.
and train as well.
I'm not sure you
Look,
want to
but-
take me on in basketball.
Oh, hell, hey.
I don't
It
know.
was my first love.
See? That first
Well,
love
besides
thing
family,
is
it
hard
was-
to beat.
Hear
That
that?
thing is hard to beat.
Oh man,
Oh.
it was the first thing I ever loved.
But we don't
that I was
discriminate.
good
We train all ages. So if you want to sign up, you can go
Look,
to
I
Book,
might
you can go to
back in
Book City,
better
look
shape.
up I Train the Pennyway, book a slot. I guarantee I'll be there.
Are you gonna have an ambulance on standby just in
Just
case?
depends. It
I'm
just
just
depends. I
asking.
won't push you as hard.
Okay, thank you, thank
You'll
you.
be there.
All right, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you, Antonio.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you guys
you,
so
thank
much for
you.
having me. It's been great.
ThePennyway.com. Thanks so much for watching. This has been The Ripple Effect. I'm Jessica.
Yeah.
She's Kim. We're from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union.
There's truth.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.